In this video, I will show you how to create a setup for auto build and deploy to Microsoft Azure hosting from GitHub project. So open Visual Studio Online. You have to click on create new account for creating an account here, as I already have created account there, so I will use this. It is pretty simple to create an account. Just click on there and write the name of project, select Git and click continue, and you're done. After that, you have to come here and open your team project, click on client connect. That is my team project. So from here, go to the build section, and this is the first build definition which I have created to perform auto build and deployment. So we will do the same thing again. Click on new button, click on empty process from here, and write name of your build definition. You can write any name here. I will write build and deploy for Drew branch, as I'm going to use GitHub branch that is called Drew. And you have to select agent queue as hosted option, then click on here, click on GitHub. I already have connected my GitHub account here, so just select repository and select the branch which you are going to connect with this build definition, and leave this as it is. Next, click on triggers. From here, enable continuous integration and click on phase 1, click on +1 and write npm, click on add, so here we would install Angular CLI globally. So let's write label for that, install Angular CLI. Run npm Angular CLI with global flag. Right, click on custom. Because we are not going to run npm install command, so I clicked on custom. And as we are already in npm command, so we don't need to write npm again. So just write your command for npm. I would write npm. We have to write install here. By the way, you can write anything here for display name, that does not matter. And in this box, write install Angular CLI with global flag. This would install our Angular CLI. Next, click here and install our project dependencies using package.json. So npm add this, click here, okay. So you have to take care of this folder. Just make sure that you have to select the folder which has this file, as at the moment we are already in the root folder which has the package.json file, so you don't have to change anything for here. Just run npm install, that's it. So click on plus button. After installation we are facing some issue in Windows, that we are facing some issue about Webpack. So after installation we have to remove Webpack folder within node modules and ngtools folder within that folder. So let's do that first. Here, open command line. Let me as I already have done that, so let me copy some text from here. So alright, so we have to remove Webpack folder from this location. So for that, we have first of all we have to write the tool which we are going to use. We are going to use rm tool, and next we have to mention the arguments. Copy this one. So this is R, means we are going to delete everything recursively within this folder, including this folder. So this is the path of the folder which we are going to remove. Okay, next click on plus. After removing that, we are ready to build our Angular app. So select npm, sorry, not npm, we have to open command line, another command line. So command line, here install or build Angular project, and we are going to use ng as a tool, and our arguments are ng build with prod flag, and also we are using environment variable. We are going to use, as we are working on Drew branch, so I have wrote Drew here, that would automatically change URLs during building the application. I think that's all for this. After building, we have to add final task, that is deployment. So click on Azure App Service deploy. Select your subscription, and app type is web app. Select your app service. Okay, this is the app service which we have created in our Azure portal. Alright, okay, this is the system environment variable that would automatically add the path to our current project on which we are working at the moment. So leave it as it is, and next we have to add the path of the folder which we want to deploy to the hosting. As after building the Angular project, we always have a dist folder. So within the root folder we always have dist folder. So write dist. So that means it would automatically pick all content from dist folder and deploy it. Let me make sure if we have anything else there. Okay, that's empty. So select this option, publish using web deploy. You can also take app offline while deployment to avoid any issue, but for now we are leaving it as it. If you select this option, then it would remove everything from remote hosting before uploading your data. So we in our scenario we want to keep node modules folder on remote hostings, so that is why we don't want to remove all files. So that is why I would not check it. So leave it as it is. For the nothing else, I think. Okay, I think that's all. So now it's time to save and deploy. So I will click on save and queue. Just click on save and queue, and it would save and start the build process. So let's go to the build process. Here you can monitor your build process, that you would see that it is building it at the moment. I already have tested this, and this normally takes almost 8.5 minutes. So I would pause this video and I will show after it's done. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention, we have to cancel this build process at the moment because I need to edit something. Okay, in npm install we are getting a minor error that does not matter so much at the moment. So but if that error appears, that error actually appears at the end, and if that error appears, then our build is always broke and it does not continue. We don't want that. We want to continue even on error, because I know that what error is, so because that is not much important at the moment. So I will click on this continue on error. So even error occurs, it would still continue to the next task. So that's it. I'll do that again. Actually, one more thing, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell again. We also changed something on server side. So actually on the server side we are running another node server to serve our node application, and that I think is not required. So that is why I was moving all dist folder to the root directory of the remote hosting. So but as we also selected a button, okay, here we have to change one thing, that is we have to empty the remote folder before deploying app. Okay, so it would match your dist folder and remote folder, and it would upload everything, and other things which are not relevant it would automatically delete. So now we don't need node modules on remote folder. I remember that we don't need that folder. So also we don't need server there, nothing else. So I am selecting this option so that before deployment it remove everything on remote hosting. After removing it would transfer all files from the disk folder. So okay, that's only thing we needed to do. Save, and as our build process is already under process, we have to stop that because we made a change that need to be considered. Okay, you can see that it is under process. I have to stop it somehow. Okay, I'm clicking on cancel button. So now I'm going to run it again using our latest settings. Okay, it is running now. I would pause the video and I will show you after it is completed. You can monitor your progress from this page always whenever you want. Okay, alright, build and deployment is completed, and don't worry about this thing, build partially succeeded, because as I told you that we have one minor error in npm install that does not matter so much. So that is why it is showing yellow instead of green, but it worked, so we can test it now. So as build is and deployment is completed, we can test URL Drew. So you can see that everything is deployed to this URL properly and everything is working fine. So login is also worked, contacts are working, everything is fine. Great. So that's it. Thank you for watching.